Musical theater? Musical theater? I used to go there often too. I only went to watch though. The Pokemon look so cute with their accessories and dancing. Bye, Mom. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Last time we saw the nightlife of Nimbasa City. Sports, musicals, anything you could ever want really out of the New York life. Speaking of modes that are identical across 1 and 2, welcome to Battle Subway. And before we get into this, Nimbasa City is based on Coney Island, which would mean that this is Stillwell Avenue Station in real life. I already have a video that explains this mode from beginning to end, identical to how it is here. So I'm only gonna go over the important bits. If you'd like to know all the ins and outs, I have that linked in a video in the description. I recommend above all else to you, the multi-train. This place is a battle facility where Pokemon are set to level 50 and it gets increasingly harder and harder and harder as you go along. And it might seem like you're in way over your head to be challenging this when you only have 3 gym badges. Even if you don't got a real human, the game will spot you an imaginary human. Yeah, it's Mophead himself. You don't exist. You are not canon to this story. I decree it. We'll focus on attack. You can give him a little bit of direction. He has several different teams that he can utilize, chosen at random. And this kid will carry you. Take back okay, I don't take back everything I said about his hair, but I take back everything else I said about him. He's amazing. He will carry you through this so freaking well, and your first several opponents just have terrible That's a Darumaka. Well, crap. Okay, besides that, yeah, look at it. He has an Electros. That's a Pokemon with no weakness, and it's fully evolved. You don't have to worry about a thing. You're just going to be so easily taken care of by this kid. Nice! Darumaka is no more. And a Ducklet when I got an electric type. You're seeing this. It's so simple to get through this. You do a gauntlet of 7 battles and then you're done. Okay, I'm fine. Eviolite would be a great item to bring in here, actually, with me not being fully evolved yet. That makes it so the Pokemon can often, unevolved Pokemon can often play with the big boys. Shelman's got a lot of defense. Wow, I knew it was good, but jeez. If you're curious, the protagonists of Black and White 1 and the protagonists of Black and White 2 have identical teams. They're not any different as they were from the first game. It's just simply the trainer is swapped out. As for some obscure trivia that I was not aware of before, there's a Gothitelle in here that knows both Miracoat and Miracle-Eye, which is impossible due to the way breeding chains work. And there's a Kangaskhan with an impossible moveset of Double Edge and Circle Throw together, which, while those individually can be moves on it through breeding, you can't have them on the same Kangaskhan. Another thing Nate does is soak up damage for you because the AI will keep seeing his Pokemon as a bigger threat than yours for obvious reasons. A big strategy of double battles is deciding which Pokemon you want to keep around by not attacking them that you don't see as a threat, and luckily for you, you're often that guy. Because of not getting attacked, it means that Pignati can stay around and get big rollout combos going, which means that he does way more damage than he's supposed to be able to with his moveset. And I do believe that Cubchoo was our final boss. How anticlimactic. I'm a biker, I've never won yet. You have to follow your own dream. Oh sure, we'll save it as a battle video. Remember our triumphant victory. His head will make a fine trophy. Eventually the opponents get harder and smarter, so this won't work forever, but you can usually knock out a victory or two. The train was still in motion, we totally just died. Or we had exquisitely good luck. Sounds like me. Congratulations, you successfully reached a 7-win streak. Since you won 7 in a row, I present you with these battle points. 3 BP. This ascends as we win more and more of these tournaments in a row. There are other ways of gaining BP, and there is a medal for getting 100 BP in total. Like any feature, good or bad, this place has medals. There are 4 medals for attempting runs of the battle subway, capping off at 100 attempts. And then there's a medal for beating the boss of the singles train, the doubles train, and the multi-train. These show up after 20 consecutive battles won. Sure, I'll buy a soda here while I'm at it. Didn't get it, no. We can look at a subway map here. The subways went places that were not explorable in the first game even back then, which is pretty neat foreshadowing to the fact that things were going to expand outward to places we hadn't seen yet. And we'll return to Nimbasa City rather than continuing our challenge. As a cute detail, the names Rosa and Nate, when put together, form the word resonate. And this is consistent across every language except French, where Nate's name is Resonance and Rosa's name is Echo. It fits the theme of it being a sequel, you know. See you, Natey. You've earned your name this once. At each of the stations is the same prize exchange counter for your convenience. There are many, many, many TMs available only through here. Hidden power could be kind of good, actually, thanks to En's Pokemon. Many of these TMs are obscure moves that not a lot of Pokemon learn. We can buy vitamins for 1. We could buy evolutionary stones for 3. The final Eevee evolution just opened up to us. Vaporeon is hard to go wrong with. This is a tried and true Pokemon that just always seems to be great no matter what it appears in. Great special bulk and high special attack make it able to do lots of different things. We already have leftovers, a natural fit. Its move of choice for a while is going to be Aurora Beam. Not too bad, I guess. It'll have lots of opportunities to use it, and it gets Surf to come into its own. Though far off, I want to mention a new tool it got. Scald is a priceless move for it that does special water damage, but also burns 30% of the time to offset its low defense. Its ability immunizes water damage, though much like Jolteon, it doesn't do a whole lot to counter them once it's in. This ends up being an ability more useful in double battles as a result. Aside from that, water's a reliable type, only weak against 2 things, taking neutral damage against a lot and resisting quite a bit too. I'd say this is a Pokemon that defines bulky water due to its role all the way back in Red and Blue. Let's keep scrolling on. We have Scope Lens, Wide Lens, a lot of these items we already have. Air Balloon's pretty good in competitive, but terrible in single where it gets used up. There's all these power items. We already got one of these out of the Cottony that we traded. There's the Toxic and Flame Orbs that I've been teasing. Only 16 BPs, not that hard to get if you got an hour of your time. There's choice items there. Focus Sash is really good though, but it gets used up. We can freely buy rare candies for 24, and then there's the Life Orb that I also teased. Yeah, it's freaking time, let's go. Probably a horrible idea with the gym battle that we got coming up, but we gotta do this, come on. It's right here. It's what you do. Many of you guessed it by process of elimination. It's a goal of mine to use every Eevee evolution in a Let's Play one day, and this time, it's Vaporeon! I've wanted to use this for so long. It's gonna round out our team so much nicer. I wished I had a water type so hard while we were going through Route 4 and the Desert Resort and all that stuff, but I just didn't want to let on that this is what it was going to become, even though it was pretty obvious. I just like keeping people guessing and all that stuff. Okay, it's just, it's been really fun to have an Eevee again, okay? All right, let's move on. Next up, we're going to take the train to Anville Town. This place is pretty remote. You can play through the entire game without ever going here once, and in fact, my first playthrough, I did. In fact, I'd like to open the map and show you that it's not connected to any route whatsoever. We're all the way out here in the boonies. All right, we'll start off here. It's so lively on weekends. Oh, me? I came here to watch the trains. What delicious air! Thanks, buddy. Thanks, you appreciate that air. The beautiful tune spreading throughout the town. Listen. That flautist is our first instance of an instrumentalist who will add to the music of the area if you talk to her. It's a nice little reward for going around, talking to the people in a town. Usually better music is not a reward in a game, but here it was. I'm in trouble. I was so engrossed in my trip that I ran out of escape ropes. Let's see, will you trade your 2 escape ropes for my 1 revive? Yeah, I got quite a few of those from some FunFest missions and I can't even buy revives yet. Gimme, gimme. It's a delightful trade. Exhilarating trading FunFest mission. The rich get richer. I complete FunFest missions, I get escape ropes, which get me more FunFest missions. If there are a lot of people, I feel the trains are happy. Instead of breaking their backs, you're a star piece collector. You over there, let's have a business-like exchange. We trade your 1 star piece for my 1 PP up. You can't buy PP ups freely. I don't think I really need that though. Star pieces do sell for a lot of money. With that face, I bet you have something I want. Will you trade your 20 Pokeballs for my 1 full restore? Nah, I don't think this world really worth it. I don't need that much health. The girl on the bridge. She's playing a lullaby for all the sleeping trains of this town. This song is known as a lullaby for trains in the OST, even as a full quality version of it that is not compressed with DS crunchiness, if you so wish to hear that in the black and white official soundtrack. Now, there's something rather interesting about this place. We talked to this worker. Oh, are you curious about that train? Sure, whatever will make you feel better about yourself. Alrighty, let me explain. This train car is a super multi-train. This is the latest train car. Improved acceleration and deceleration, automated train car controls. It's full of cutting-edge technologies. Also, a regeneration braking system, a car body tilting system, a whatchamacallit system, a thingamabob system. I don't remember all the details, but it's just a big festival of all the latest technology. This turntable will feature a different train car with its own history, a total of 11 of them. This is based on the last digit of the current day of the month, which translates to 10 trains in total. But there's one special train that will just refuse to show up no matter how much you seem to keep revisiting this place. That's because it'll only spawn on February 1st, June 12th, October 1st, October 14th, and December 30th. I have shamelessly time traveled here today to show you all of them in one fell swoop. Here's the special one. This train car is a new train to run in the future. Woo! Cool, super cool. The latest motor breathes fire. Uh-oh, if it really breathed fire, that would be bad. No, that would be cool. But it is full of the latest technologies. It's undergoing a lot of testing. It's called a gauge convertible train. It's a sweet car that can adjust its wheels to run on any rail. Oh, this one's my favorite. See the train there? Yeah, I do. All right, all aboard. Oh, that girl's got like an eyeball falling out of her head. Wow. Today's train car is a hyper-speed train. It runs faster than a rocket. It runs quieter than an air conditioner. I can see it. That lovely smooth curve. Ah, I wish I could reach out and touch it. Don't we all? I can see it so clearly, but I cannot touch the hyperspeed train. It really is hyper technology. As you can see, we engineers are always seriously dreaming that someday the dream will become a reality. Kind of reminds me of how translucent phones are actually an attainable goal for technology now. If you would like to do this without wasting 4 months of your life, the time travel trick I taught you will work. Just set it right before midnight, let it roll over naturally to 12:01, and then enter Anville Town after that and the train will refresh. And we're done! Wow, we took so long that we gathered quite the crowd. Trains are so cool! My mom brought me and now she's taking pictures somewhere. You could trade lots of items. It was surprisingly fun when I tried. So what's going on right here, all these people around here, they have refreshed as we were cheating the clock so much. 2 escape ropes, 1 revive. We already did that trade. This is what's known as a weekend market. Only on Saturdays and Sundays will these people be here available to do that. Same trades as we saw before, actually. Nothing new here. You know what? We're never going to get another chance to do this. Let's call our mom and tell her that we're in Anville Town. It looks so peaceful here in the background. Anville Town? Anville Town! What? Were you a big fan of trains? Still, I understand how you feel. I dedicated a month and a half of my life to seeing every train car in this here burg. That's all you have to say? Yeah, pretty much what I expected. That's about all there is to say about Anville Town. And then we got a few houses here to check out. Not a whole lot. It's a pretty small place. Isn't it amazing how just by riding by a train you can see such a variety of scenery? Why do people love trains? Maybe it's the design, the way trains can run so fast and still be so comfortable. All the essential parts work together. Simple, but so beautiful. It's so funny because living in the US, we don't really have trains. Oh God, I've messed with time and space. Okay, there we go. It was just, God, sorry, just the clock. We don't really have reliable train systems. There's always talks about fixing that and making it so that the country is connected by trains like, you know, every normal place in the first world, but it never seems to happen. And then our final house here, I think is the most important one. Yes, you. Don't dodge me. Oh, with a face like that, I'll bet you're a Pokemon trainer. I work as a depot agent on the Battle Subway. Have you tried challenging the Battle Subway yet? Yes, I have. It's a hot spot for those who want some serious battle in action. But some people get too wrapped up in their battles and there's no end to the lost and found items. That's right, nobody ever came to pick this up, so I'll give it to you. We got rare candies! Excuse me? How many do I have now? That was multiple. I got 4, I guess he handed me 2. I think we've had 2 up to this point. This guy is based on consecutive battles won. This man will have an item for you every time you have 7 consecutive wins in Battle Subway. He may only have 1 item at a time, but can have multiple copies of that item, up to 10 of them. He can have for you any vitamin, a max revive, which can never be purchased, elixirs, which restore PP to all of your moves and can also never be purchased, full restores, or rare candies, as we saw. And that's all there is. There really is no reason to go to Anville Town, but it's a place you can go. It's one of the best kept secrets. Oh, Pansage, where could you be? We went to the amusement park and saw a musical, but when we were going home, Pansage got on a different train. I wonder where it is now. Very last thing we haven't done is see if we can get to the bottom of that. So we'll head back to Nimbasa City, see if we can find any leads. Oh look, a lead! What? A trainer in Anville Town looking for a Pokemon? You sure have come a long way. Got it, I'll send this little fella to Anville Town. I appreciate you telling me. I wonder how often animals get lost on, like, airplanes where they get on the wrong flight, just like how your baggage can get on the wrong flight and arrive at a different destination than you. It's kind of horrifying, and you know it's happened. Oh, Pokemon trainer! You looked for my Pansage, didn't you? Thank you so much. This isn't much, but please take it. Bright powder, already got me one of those, but I appreciate it no less. A person with green hair told me that Pansage's dream is to become a railroad conductor. But that guy, can he talk with Pokemon? That's interesting. I didn't remember that she referenced N. So he's definitely been spotted around the region at least. And for the last thing that I want to go grab, medals. I have never gotten that medal for that train before. I didn't know that they spawn based on day number of the month. So I went around, I went to that place every day for like a month and still hadn't seen every train, and I assumed that it was just random and I was getting unlucky. Rail enthusiast, my first time ever getting that. Subway low gear. By going into our medal box and clicking on one of our medals, we can set it as your favorite. Set it as our favorite. This is the first medal that I've liked more than the Magikarp Award, so it's getting on there. This will show on profiles whenever people see you on the C gear and various other places. Well, that seems pretty grand. We have seen everything there is to see in Nimbasa City except for the Pokemon Gym. Trainer tips. The musical theater is always looking for participants. You might get more wonderful props if you participate repeatedly. We'll definitely be doing that off screen gradually so we can get all of the medals for it. But as I was saying, that's all there is for this city and for another whole town. Next time on Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, we're taking an adventure out onto Route 16, east of Nimbasa City, as there's several new Pokemon and new adventures for us to have out here before we go to the gym. See you guys then!